She used to be an actress.
Has she ever done anything that I would have saw?
I think the biggest deal was she started a pilot.
What would a pilot be?
Well, you know the show's on TV?
I do not watch TV.
Yes, but you're aware there's an invention called television, and on that invention they show shows.
Yes, I am.
Well, the way they pick the shows on TV is they make one show, and that show's called a pilot. And then they show that one show to the people who pick the shows. On the strength of that one show, they decide if they want to make more shows. Some get accepted and become TV programs, and some become nothing. She started one of the ones that became nothing.
I went with a different approach. What did you think of the different approach?
I noticed it as he got rid of all contractions. Any kind of
slang,
like dialect, was out the window. It was just pure, straight English. Ah, yes. Welcome to Couch Pilots. All of you are my friends. It's the show that dares to fly into the unknown territory of awful television pilots of the past. My name is Jason, and with me is my legal eagle. It's Captain Philip Rest-A-Sewer. Good evening.
Good evening. And when I say evening, I mean March 9th.
What does an eagle sound like?
Oh, yeah. Oh, give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Something like that.
I guess that's right.
I mean,
I don't know birds to sing the lyrics to Offspring songs.
Do you remember the movie Iron Eagle? Hello.
With Louis Gossett Jr.?
Yeah.
Did he star in all of them? Did you watch those movies?
No,
I remember, like, there was a kid that I grew up with, and we were both like 5 or 6, and we'd go. His dad was in the military.
Oh yeah.
And so we go to his basement. There'd be all these like Iron Eagle posters, and we'd always have to watch those fucking movies.
And like Top Gun and stuff like that.
Yeah. Anytime there was like a military.
What was the
movie.
name of that movie where the kid wanted to be a pilot and then somehow got to do with something to do with space?
Flight of the Navigator.
There you.
No, is that a Disney movie where he's flying like a weird spaceship?
I don't know. There was like a lizard guy that like he was. No, it was older than that.
I don't know that. I know Flight of the Navigator, which I recently found out that the voice of the starship or spaceship was voiced by Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubens himself, and he was. Dustin told me this. He wasn't in the credits as Paul Rubens. He was in the credits as Paul Mall or Paul Hall or something.
Weird.
That's real fucking weird.
That's real fucking weird.
Sorry, it's kind of a tangent.
No, you tangent all you want, buddy. You have plenty of time.
Last week you said that we were going to dance around. We were dancing around something you were going to bring up. Do you remember what that was? It was something that you were going to reveal. I said, let's get into it next week. You don't remember?
Well, oh yeah, I do.
What is it?
CouchCon 2020.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Is that not it?
No, that wasn't it.
What was it?
I don't remember. There was something that you're like, well, I don't know if I was talking about fan feedback or what, but you're like, let's get. It was something other than fan feedback.
I don't know. We should probably listen to these before.
Should we go back and listen to it? Should I play an old episode of Couch Pilots on here?
No, God, don't.
Oh, I got one right here.
Do you? Do you remember the 21st night of September?
Oh, we should play this because I think this has come out since the last time we recorded. Let's see here.
Oh, yeah, let's play that. I thought it was good. Did it come out great?
It came out great. It came out raw great.
Great. Real great.
Hold on a second.
Did
that disappear?
No, but it's below. It's on there.
It's below what?
I got it.
Did it file in weird?
Yeah, because it's not an episode.
That's dumb. It's fucking stupid. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, it's not an episode.
So I don't look at the envelope. I just opened it up. It's
You remember
Christmas
this?
card coming from somebody.
This is a special release we did.
Dear Blake and Jason, wishing you and yours a very best for Christmas.
Right, we're not gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
But that was the we had a special release recently where we sang the 12 Days of Christmas as rewritten by super fan Chris Tuckley.
Yeah, it was great, and I actually have some video of him watching it, like listening to it live.
You have video? You have video of him listening to it.
I said videotape when you're listening to it.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It was super ridiculous.
But he loved it, I assume.
Oh,
Right?
he loved it for sure.
It was really like Like, we had to rewrite this shit out. I went and I typed it up. I printed it up at the library, because who has a fucking printer anymore?
Right.
And then we gathered all the people up for this. We talked about how we were going to do it. We recorded it a couple times, and then you came in and polished it up with, like, it was a fucking thing.
Yeah, and his response was, "This cannot be the end of." And for the Pekin Male Voice Choir,
I saw that.
that was amazing. I hope we'll hear it all over again come December. You guys are total and absolute legends.
That is a British thing, when someone says you're a legend.
Oh, really?
And I love that. I like that, because
It made me feel good about myself.
to me, we don't say that in America. Like,
No.
Blake, you're a fucking legend. But like, they say it over there commonly enough to where, like, it probably loses a lot of meaning. But here, that's a lot. That means a lot, right?
Yeah,
you say
for
someone's
sure.
a legend.
No. And it says, "This has cheered me up. My wife will want to know why I'm grinning so much when I come back downstairs."
She probably think he jerked off upstairs. Dude, let me smell your hands, Chris.
You know, if I know my Tuckley, I know he's done it. Awesome. Dee Dee writes, This has made my fucking week.
Wow.
This is what podcasting is all about. 9 minutes of pure joy. All the added extras, especially 2 baggage boys. I was hired. I was fired.
That turned out pretty well.
It is time for a Dee Dee Rap 2020 is what she says.
We got to find another hip-hop based pilot that didn't go anywhere. I really liked what you did too when you took, like, we're talking to Kevin. We're like, hey, Kevin, say a couple phrases real quick. And then you're just like, I'll just fucking use all of them.
And they're real fast. He's like, what are those?
Off on the Modelo.
I'm not somebody bit.
Yeah. Doubt it. Good stuff.
Great stuff.
I really enjoy that.
Check it out. If you're
Special release.
a first time listener, check it out. It's the special edition 12 Days of Couch Mouse.
A lot of frequent guests on the show, favorites.
It's like 9 minutes long.
It's super crushable.
And it was so funny because my wife never listens to the podcast anymore.
Good. She's better off for not listening.
For sure. But I told her about this, and she saw me like pulling my hair out trying to put this together, right?
Yeah.
And
was it really that bad?
it was rough.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. You loved it. Did she listen to it?
She listened to it while she was at work, and she actually texted me. She said, I laughed out loud 3 times, which my wife never laughs anything I do anymore. So, and then we let...
Probably got laid that night, too, didn't you? High five that.
Nope.
Oop.
And then we were in the car, and we were letting Eli listen to it, like all mixed together. You know?
Was there a lot of cussing in it? I don't think there was.
No, but Eli is very predominant. His voice is very predominant.
Oh, hold on. You just let him listen to the actual song?
No, I let him listen to the whole thing.
Because I think that at some point, though, I say, hurry the fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't like to cuss in front of Eli.
That's all right. He has heard worse.
He's heard worse than that?
Yeah.
What's the worst curse word?
Oh, curse word?
Probably like cunt fucking. Or like bloody pussy fart, probably.
Blood pussy.
Is that the worst one?
Yeah, that's probably the worst one. Blood pussy.
Because if you're on the rag and you queef,
Yeah,
that's dirty business right there, right? Can you imagine a blood bubble coming out of there?
Let's move along. Come on. Let's talk about CouchCon 2020.
We've got something real different we're doing this year.
Yeah, normally we put tickets on sale from Christmas Day to New Year's Eve.
And let's be honest, we did do that, but the ticket sales were not great.
Well, because we didn't talk about it.
Mainly because we didn't promote it.
And everybody knows, like, last year we were in Germany. We
Wembley Stadium is in Germany?
London, England.
Right.
Oh, God, that was
all those countries are the same over there.
It was such a great weekend. All I know is I had a good time. But as everybody knows, the download numbers are way down. Uh-huh. And so we're like, what can we do? We still want to have a CouchCon because every one of them that we've had has been amazing.
I think you have said some like very offensive racial epithets on this program that has probably caused the viewership to drop.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it's just me?
There was that one show when you said the N-word. I think
I never said the N-word.
You said the N-word, I think, like 12 times. So
I said Nigeria. I've never said the N-word.
I think you
ever.
said the N-word 12 times. That's probably where we lost a lot of
What
our
episode? What episode was it?
audience. It was the one.
You're wrong.
It was the one right after we came back. Like, we had Rough Magic, which is my favorite episode with David Lytle. We got to get him back on here. And then, like, after we came back from that, you had spent some time. You went on vacation
To Nigeria.
Well, yeah, and then you came back and you thought that you could say the N-word a bunch, and then you did.
I hung out with them. Nigerians. The Nigerians.
But that's I don't think you can say that word though.
Okay, we're getting off base here.
I'm just saying that our viewership or listenership has dropped because of your bigotry.
You don't think it has to do with content?
Oh, probably a lot of that too.
Lack of social media effort?
Whose fault is that?
That's on me.
Is it on you?
It's on me, baby.
I didn't know. I mean, I do the Twitter. Do you want me to do more than that or not?
No, you're fine.
Thank God.
I want you to take over the Instagram.
Remember when you used to do Instagram shit?
Oh,
like
yeah.
you used to make pictures and stuff, and it was great. And then, then you don't do anything now.
I'm front loaded and back loaded. Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's talk about CouchCon 2020. We're going to kind of scale it down a little bit because of finances.
Do you want to make the announcement, or should I make the announcement of what we're doing?
Go ahead.
Do you have something you want to say?
Well,
do you have it written down there?
Well, I had we had a meeting. Me and you had a meeting in the Pilot's Lounge, and we came up with 3 locations we had to choose from.
Okay, I've got a fourth one, but you go ahead and deal out the third, and I'll tell you what the fourth one I think we should do.
The first one is Reno because I'm going to Reno anyway.
It's the biggest little city in the world.
Yeah, and then obviously we have Australia because that's where our primary listenership is in Australia.
Right.
And then we had Japan, but then there's this whole like coronavirus stuff.
We're big in Japan.
Yeah, we have tons of downloads in Japan. And so those were the 3 that we came up with at the meeting, but you're saying you have another one.
I have a different idea.
All right.
Okay. It's we're going to do CouchCon. We're going to live stream it in VR.
Virtual reality.
That's exactly right.
So are you saying that, I mean, have you crunched any of the numbers? Is it cheaper than like going here and doing this, or
the costs are front loaded?
Okay. Oh, I know all about front loading.
Okay.
All right.
But then on the back end, it's less loaded. So here's the thing. What you and I would do is you and I would exist in a virtual space.
All right.
And we'd have an open chat room, and for a small fee, you would be able to enter the chat
like
room.
$1.50.
No, it was a little higher than that. We get remember all the front loaded costs. Okay.
Sure.
So, but this is not set in stone. But we can pull a trigger on this whenever you want. And I said trigger. I'm not going to use the words that you use that lost a lot of our listenership.
Nigeria.
No. So what I want to do is we'll have this virtual space that you can come into. It'll be this beautiful arena. It'll feel like you're really in any venue you want. We can pick any venue. We'll actually put it out there and have people vote on which venue they want, and we'll recreate it virtually, and we'll have that experience, and we'll all be there together. It'll be great.
That'd be awesome.
So people,
what we should do is like when they come into the chat room, like they can pick one of 5 venues, so everybody can experience.
It'll look like they're wherever they want to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Because DD will experience it like in that Australian place that's open with the dome,
The Bush.
No,
Sydney Opera House.
Yeah, and then like Chris Tuckley, like some medieval castle, like that Black Sabbath played their last album, like show in.
Yeah. Did they really do that?
And then like Lori Garcia, like
she'll listen for the first time in 3 years,
and she'll like, because she's got a boyfriend, duh.
Todd,
but like Todd. Hey, good job on the Valentine's Day, Todd. Anyway,
did he do a good job for her?
Yeah, he did a good job.
What do you do?
Just food, and it could be like a nacho cart in like
God, that'd be great
in California.
I'd love to do CouchCon in a nacho cart.
Well, outside of it, not in it.
So anyway, all you'd have to do at home is just buy.
That's what I thought you were doing. I thought you were like.
No, I would say this is what Todd did for Lori Garcia for Valentine's Day. He turned her into a fucking puppet. I would say,
Baba Booey.
Yeah, oh, she loves that shit. I would say that the people at home, all they'd have to do is buy a VR headset and then pay the fee to get into CouchCon. We'll let you right in. I mean, but we could do it in Reno. I think that'd be fun.
Well, but I think for like the cost wise, and you want to get to the masses,
and you could just sit at home on your couch and be a part of CouchCon.
Naked.
I mean, I guess. I mean, you don't have to wear clothes. You can
Right.
pick your avatar.
Well, I was crunching some of the numbers, and I was looking at Reno and Australia and Japan, and there's so much stuff going on over there.
right.
Hold on.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I burped, and then there was aftertaste.
Are you drinking A&W
Modelo's.
root beer and Miller Lights?
This is the last Miller Lite I'm allowed to have tonight, so I got a root beer on the back end.
Who told you that you're allowed a certain amount of Miller Lights?
I got some things going on.
So your wife is basically telling you what you can and can't drink.
That's true.
Do you think that you're not a man anymore?
Oh, no, I'm just a man trying to stay married.
Okay.
But anyway, I digress, and you did as well. We've already, we don't have a location yet, but we've already lined up some of. Every year we have some big guests, we have an MC. We've had some great MCs.
Stuff is usually in October time frame, so we got a while to go. But yeah, it doesn't mean they're not working hard to get this show going for you folks.
Right.
Couch Comps would be great.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a house band, for during the show, because there's times where we take breaks, and there's other
Got to
people.
keep the party going.
Right.
Can't have lulls in the action.
We're gonna have the band Kiss. I talked to Gene myself.
Gene Simmons?
Yes, Gene Simmons.
Well, it's funny because I heard recently that they either played or are going to play underwater. It's like the first band that's played underwater. So we're going to do a thing. Hopefully, I mean, if everything goes right, it'd be great to have them play in this virtual space.
Sure. No.
But if it's Reno, it's Reno.
And did you? I mean, we threw around some names of people to MC. I mean,
Yeah.
we've had some great people do it in the past years. Is there anybody that you is sticking out to you right now?
Just the MC the whole event?
Yeah, I mean that's a prestigious thing. I mean they're going to be on quite a bit.
I would love to get Terry Crews.
All right, I like that.
He's full of energy, and I don't know if you've ever seen him do this because I think he does it very rarely.
I like the beard he's got going on too.
I haven't seen his beard.
Oh,
but he does this thing where he moves his pecs back and forth. Have you ever seen that? Yeah, okay. He does it every time you see him. But you know who Terry Crews is, right?
Yeah, the politician. He's a Republican.
That's Ted Cruz.
Oh, I thought you said Ted.
Ted Cruz is, actually put him down.
All right.
That's actually really good.
Ted Cruz.
He aligns a lot with my political beliefs, so that'd be great. Did I tell you I saw Ted Cruz live?
In concert?
Yeah. He was covering a lot of Peter, Paul, and Mary.
It doesn't surprise me. Really, where at?
I think it was Ted. Yeah, it was. He was like 2 blocks from my house when he was running for president. He was down, giving a speech
At Avani's?
right by there. Yeah, seriously, he was outside of Davis Brothers Pizza.
Really?
He was outside. Yeah, there was. I got home from working out, and then I heard.
Okay, sorry.
So what's funny about that?
When was the last time you worked out?
Today?
No, you did.
Sure.
No, look at you. You didn't work out today.
Am I looking pretty bad?
Huh?
Am I looking pretty bad?
You look a little bloated.
I look bloated? Shit.
Anyway, Ted Cruz was at Avani's.
I
Go
don't-
ahead.
No, I don't want to do it now. I feel
All right,
bad.
so
I can't even go to finish this beer,
hey,
actually.
if you guys think that the virtual reality way to go, and I'm liking it, but if you want to do that, if you guys think that's the way to go, hashtag.
Yeah, hashtag. That'd be great. Yeah, we're expecting a big response for the hashtag. All right. Well, let's
Let's just do it. Buy your tickets now. CouchPodsPodcast.com.
like whereabouts do I look bloated?
Ladies and gentlemen, the captains have turned on
Is it
the
my?
fasten seatbelt
Where is it?
sign.
Like in my face, or is it my?
It's
It's in my head. Like I have.
it's just down here.
It's down here.
It's like below your eyes. You look a little bloated.
I look bloated. What do you think? How can I get rid of that? More salt.
Don't drink beer and probably get some rest and quit having sex.
Quit having sex?
Yeah. Look at me. I'm not bloated. I haven't had sex in a long time.
I don't know if those things are related. All right. Today we discussed a pilot episode of Making It Legal from the year of our Lord 2007. Great year. 2007, I was 26. I was a young man. I had a newborn baby girl.
Aw.
Just a young guy.
You were how old?
26.
I was 31.
No.
32.
This bloated thing's really got me bugged
Oh,
out.
no, I was 33.
No, you're 32.
Oh, I was 32.
What do you think I should get rest to not be so bloated?
Rest and less beer.
I don't drink a lot of beer.
You don't? Every time I'm around you, you're drinking beer.
Well, what do you think that's about, huh? Do you find that a lot of people in your life are drinking around you? Is that what have you come to find that?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people have a secret stash of whiskey in their drawers at work, and then you make your way to the Moose and everyone's fucking drunk there.
Yeah.
Can't stand to be around Blake Clayton unless I got a couple of beers in me.
You know what? I've been told that many times.
Yeah, all right.
Anyway, let's digress.
Let's digress further? Okay.
No.
Let's go back to 2007.
In our minds.
And to do so, we'll talk about things that happened that year so we can properly digest the pilot, which was released in that very same year, because it's not fair for us to talk about this pilot and try to digest it and regurgitate some sort of response to it if we're not set in that time frame.
Right, this is 2020. I mean, Trump is president.
Right. If you heard this in the past, it would sound like a joke. But
Right.
Donald Trump really
You'd
is
be
our
like,
president.
ha, you fired. You know?
Yeah.
But this is 2007.
Right.
And nobody remembers the struggles in
No one does.
2007.
Nobody.
Back in 2007, we didn't have Incubus,
I love the Incubus.
right? We didn't have that, and we did not have things like baseball.
Yeah, the greatest, the sweet science.
Right. We didn't have peanut butter or jelly.
Do we have Vegemite?
Vegemite? Yeah, we've had that for years.
Okay.
But we didn't know about it.
There wasn't peanut butter or jelly? What's your
No.
favorite jelly?
I'm a grape jelly guy. I don't like.
That's
don't-
fucking stupid.
And I don't even like jelly because it's chunky. I don't like it.
No, raspberry is the best.
Raspberry jelly.
Raspberry or strawberry. Grape that's fucked up, man. That's super fucked up. Like a Concord grape, is that what you like?
Do you want to stop being friends?
Yeah. Yeah, you gonna eat.
Thank God.
Yeah. Hey, is this a Mexican standoff where each of us want to stop being friends?
You want to do that?
Let's just fuck.
Let's do it.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it anymore. That's it.
Let's tell each other why we don't want to be friends anymore.
One, blabbermouth. Yours is probably number one. I'm bloated.
God damn it. Number 2, you take my bits.
Number two for you. You're off on the Modelo's.
Number 3 for you, it's the sweaters. I don't like them.
I guess this is a sweater.
Yeah.
What's wrong with my sweaters? It's sweater weather.
Okay, you go next.
Number 3 for you. It's always like I'm always bowling and I gotta fucking talk about it every day. It's like I'm a fair to Midland bowler at best, and I gotta talk about it in every goddamn conversation.
It's my turn.
All right.
You just think you're special because you have a half Asian daughter.
Well, you got me there, buddy.
Don't do it again. Do it
Do you?
to me.
Do you? Do you? Oh God, I got some real bad ones.
I'm fine.
No way. Okay, here's a. You got 3 divorces under your belt coming up. It's a tough pill to swallow.
Here's what you have a fear of commitment, and so you'll never be married.
Oh yeah, that hurts. You walk around with a Hitler Youth haircut. You're part of the Fourth Reich, apparently. I don't know.
You're the only guy I know that wears biker gloves in the winter, and you don't have a motorcycle.
Are those biker gloves? He loves it. He's so in love with. There's another one. So in love with his fucking bits, he says them and they can't stop laughing. All right, do me now. Hurry up! I got a good one for you. What's left of your abdominal muscles are hurting? That was a free one. Go ahead. Hurry up! I got a good one. What are you doing?
Just go.
Your garage floor is like a fucking ice skating rink because you spit so many goddamn loogies on them.
Molly gets so mad at me.
It's pretty fucking gross. Why do you do that? I can't imagine you own a power washer. It's a Tears of a Clown situation we got going right here. You got one for me? Come on. You really hit me with that half Asian daughter thing. Wow.
You know what?
What?
You're too nice of a guy. You're too nice of a guy.
Wow, that's great. Thanks.
I really burned you there.
Yeah, you got me. You toasted me.
There's 47 pounds of hair on top of your head with you. And the reason why there's 47 pounds of hair is because your head is huge.
More brains to love you with. March 1st of 2007, tornadoes swarm across southern United States, killing at least 20. 8 of the deaths were at a high school in Enterprise, Alabama.
Did it say how they died?
A tornado effect.
The effects of a tornado?
Oh,
That
crushed.
sucks, though.
Okay, this is what I think. Like, the only time I've ever prepared for a tornado is in school, right?
No.
They have, yeah.
You never went to your bathroom or down in the basement at your house?
Well, like in school, they like, oh, we're having a tornado test now. We're doing a tornado alarm where everyone's got to like go in the hallway and
crouch down with your head, with
Yep.
your hands over your head so you protect your head?
Yep, that's exactly right.
I always say protect your head.
I would say protect your neck, Wu-Tang style. But at home, I don't do that. If there's a tornado, I just like go down to my mom's house because she's got a basement. I don't have a basement, so I just go down there and hang out in her basement. You know.
You go to your mom's house if there's a tornado coming?
Sure. Well, if it's bad outside, yeah. She lives a few doors down from me. I just go to her basement.
How many doors?
Like 3 doors down. You know, if I had a big block of kryptonite here, I'd fucking bash your head in. How about that? The only place that you ever prepare for a tornado is in school, and for you to be killed by a tornado in school has got to be, that's like God's greatest joke on a student, right?
Right. They're like, these are the 8 kids that didn't do it right.
Even if they did do it right, I don't know.
Doing it right, yeah. Come on.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. I thought you were doing it by LL Cool J.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well. No, because I would have said that. I said, doing it and doing it right. Child.
That's 2 words. I didn't know. March 23rd, after some initial hesitation, Emma Watson signs on to appear as Hermione, I don't know if that's how you say it, in the final 3 Harry Potter films.
I've never seen I've never seen a whole Harry Potter all the way through.
I think I saw part of the last one. But like Emma Watson, like, I guess kind of fuck you, right?
Who's Emma Watson?
She played like the female lead in the Harry Potter film. She's like a little kid.
Oh, the little girl?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she was good.
Just fucking be in all the movies.
Right.
Just fucking be in them.
Right.
Okay? Why are you negotiating? Why are you determined? You are going to be famous and rich for the rest of your life because you were this person.
Right.
Why are you fucking gambling it? What have you done that's so great since then? I would argue nothing.
It's kind of like the Friends reunion thing that's been rumored to go on. They're
It is happening.
They're in negotiations. It's like none of you have done anything since Friends. Just
Jennifer Aniston's like she's a big movie. I don't think she's been in a ton of stuff, but she has somehow kept like very socially relevant and like on the A list.
okay.
And I think I heard like Matthew Perry was the holdout.
And he's like the drunken drug addict, right? He's
the one who
in
has his-
recovery. right?
Yeah. So like I guess they got all 6 of them to do an HBO thing. Did you hear about this? All 6 of them are going to do a thing where it's live and not scripted. So essentially, it's just going to be like a big like hour-long interview with the entire cast. So it's not going to be
Like the end of The Bachelor when they bring all the women on. And
first of all, I love The Bachelor.
I love it.
And second of all, it's exactly like that.
Thank you. High five that shit.
I think it's going to be like Ellen DeGeneres hosts or something.
Of course she would. Why wouldn't she?
Why not? March 28th, Sri Lankan cricket fast bowler Lasith Malinga produces unprecedented sequence of 4 wickets in 4 balls as South Africa scrambles to win a 1-wicket Super 8s ICC World Cup in Guyana. Is all of that gibberish? Everything that I just say is gibberish?
Oh yeah, I don't know anything about cricket. I've seen cricket videos and it doesn't make any sense to me.
It's like they throw a ball at the ground.
They're really hard, like really fast and hard.
And then a guy takes a
paddle,
canoeing oar and
like a
whacks it.
A principal paddle.
Oh my! I think we just had a breakthrough.
What?
Like a school principal's paddle.
Yeah, Mr. Bachler. He swatted me. And you know what he said right before he swatted me?
I'm really gonna enjoy this.
This is not a lie. This is not a bit. This is the truth. He said, I'm honored. He goes, I swatted your father and I'm swatting you.
He said he was honored? Mm-hmm. That guy's dead and buried. We should go find out where he is and take huge fucking shits on his grave.
Ooh, I like it.
You know what I want to do?
Did anything else happen like in March of any time? Like on the 15th of March? Anything happen?
Nothing.
Okay.
We should find his grave, and then they have a gravestone, and they carve out the name and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We should take our human shit and push it into the area.
Oh, that's a good idea, because then they have to get it out with like a toothpick. Mm-hmm. I like it.
We should do that.
Hold on, let me write it down.
All right.
Shit, smear, toothpick.
And then you can say I'm honored. You could write a list.
Yeah,
I'm honored to shit on your grave.
grave.
Yeah.
Oh.
Very good. Very good. I don't know about you, but with shitting on that man's grave, I feel like I'm back in 2007.
In my mind. Oh, sorry.
That's close. That's fine. Why did we choose to watch Making It Legal?
There was 3 simple criteria. Everybody knows it. 1, it was a failed pilot that never went to series. Whether it aired or not is irrelevant. Number 2, we had to be able to find it on the internet. And number 3, it had to be free. Banging, dude. That's after like 12 episodes.
That's pretty good.
Thanks.
That's pretty good.
Thanks, buddy.
You're back in the saddle. Well, you're probably asking yourself, where can I find the entire episode of Making It Legal for my dumb self? Well, you can do so by subscribing to Couch Pilots and SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app of choice, and then simply click on one of our classically blue links in our show notes, or go to YouTube.
God, it was so close.
You know what to do, too.
Flight attendants,
You know what to do,
prepare for takeoff, please.
Can you make an announcement to everybody in the back?
You know what to do, Tube.
What kind of announcement do you want to make?
Well, as a captain,
This kind? Do you have an announcement to make? Yes? No?
yes, I do. My announcement is that in 6 days it's going to be my birthday. In 6 days. So if anybody wants to, A, send me a message, B, send me a present, C, do some roasting of Jason.
You're fucking old, man. Who gives a shit about an old man's birthday?
It's the only.
Who gives a fucking shit about your birthday?
There's only 2 days of the year that I care about.
Oh, yeah? What? Your birthday and what?
Father's Day.
Fuck that. You gotta be out of your mind.
Oh, excuse me. Both my children are white. I'm sorry I don't get to enjoy it as much as you.
I enjoy Asian New Year as well as regular New Year. Chinese New Year.
I knew that. I didn't want to correct you because I didn't want to insult you in front of your daughter.
She's not here. But don't get me wrong, she does listen every week to Couch Pilots.
She's so proud of her father.
Summary of the pilot. A pair of lawyer pals compete with each other to become partner at their law firm.
C+.
Interesting facts.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Interesting Facts. Jason has scoured the internet to find facts about this pilot you may not know about. And when you hear these, please don't state your opinion to other people. Don't taint someone else's experience. It's hard times. Keep your comments to yourself. Shut the fuck up. Jason, hit it.
Okay. Oh boy, I'm really scraping the barrel on some of these. ABC had something to do with this.
Okay, that's the fact.
It's like I don't know if ABC. I don't know if it aired.
BVD.
Another bad creation. Bill Biv DeVoe.
Yeah.
I don't know if it aired, but ABC had something to do with. I guess they assembled it.
Okay.
But I don't know if it aired or not. I don't know.
All right. This is great. I like this. I like seeing you uncomfortable.
There's not a lot of information out there. Directed by Gary Halvorson, who also directed episodes of Friends, Everybody Loves Raymond, and Sabrina the Teenage Witch. You ever seen that show?
Yeah, I like the one of the aunts. She was real cute. The comedian, stand-up comedian.
Caroline Ray.
Oh, I think she's smoking hot.
In her heyday, Caroline Ray was
Sure.
a good lady. Now she's
Now
she
chunky.
looks like like me.
Like a bloated whale.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I look like.
Other than that, she was hot.
What do you think I should do to lose some weight?
I told you,
Stop drinking beer?
and get some sleep.
I've been okay. I don't sleep a lot, I guess.
Yeah, I don't sleep. You know what? You know why I stay so thin and so regal?
You're talking about yourself now?
Yeah,
Talking like current self or like
current
circa?
self. Current self.
I don't know. Okay.
I sweat a lot at night, and that takes off a lot of this stuff.
Well, I think you recently revealed that you use 3 comforters.
Yes,
So is that intentional to
three-
sweat a lot at night?
3 comforters and a 117-pound dog laying next to me.
So is that's on purpose?
Yeah, I don't like to be cold.
But you'd rather sweat? Do you think that helps with weight loss?
Well, yeah, look at me.
You should get a couple more dogs if that's the case. Written by Jeff Judah, who wrote for Jay Leno's Tonight Show, Freaks and Geeks, and the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies.
Okay, so those are famous.
Did you see Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
No, I saw Freaks and Geeks.
I own Freaks and Geeks, never seen it. I've seen the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies. I used to take my daughter to those when she was young.
Eli's watched them.
Those are good. I like them.
Really?
Stars Scott Wolf from the Party of Five and Night Shift. They're redoing Party of Five. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't. I don't remember Party. I mean, I know what Party of Five was, but I don't remember this guy. And I don't think I ever watched Party of Five. And Night Shift, is that the one with?
It's like a doctor show or something.
Well, Night Shift had Fonzie and Michael Keaton in it.
That may have been an old movie from the 80s.
Yeah. Is that what they're redoing? Oh, well then I don't want to watch it then.
You know what? I never saw Party of Five. You know what I know about Party of Five though?
What?
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Okay.
You know who that is?
I do because I recently watched the Betty White special on Netflix called The Queen of Television, and Jennifer Love Hewitt is interviewed quite a bit in there.
Why?
She was in a movie with Betty White.
What movie?
I'm doing the best I can. I know that happened. I don't know which movie it was.
Wow. Okay.
It was a movie where I think it was like a Hallmark movie where it had something to do with a soldier, and Betty White's husband came back in a casket with
Well, the only
train station.
like the most famous movie I think that Jennifer Love Hewitt did
Scream.
was no. It was
Revenge of the Nerds.
it was Revenge of the Nerds.
Walking Dead.
Yeah. All right.
Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
It also stars. Are you just naming movies that you've heard of? Is that what it is?
Rocky 4.
Have you ever seen Rocky 2? I never heard of that. Yeah, I heard of Rocky 4. Also stars Ashley Williams from How I Met Your Mother and the Jim Gaffigan Show.
She is so fucking smoking hot.
You know who Ashley Williams is?
Yeah, she was on How I Met Your Mother. That's how I know her.
Oh, so you've seen that show?
Yeah.
Who was she on that program?
She was the girlfriend for a while of the dark-haired guy that was like the
Mosby?
narrator.
Is that his name? Mosby?
The architect.
The main guy.
Yeah.
The guy in which you will find out who the mother is.
Right. I think it was they were boyfriend girlfriend for a while.
Okay.
She is so fucking hot.
I dated a lady who used to really like that show.
Oh.
And I only saw a few episodes, and I thought it was not great.
Yeah. Just
So I didn't know that person. I didn't recognize her from anything. Anyway.
sucks to be you.
Yeah.
And I don't know how in this copy you could even recognize anybody as a human being. This copy that we watched.
Twitter responses.
Twitter responses. Doubtful Jason got some Twitter responses.
I didn't get any Twitter responses. You're right, but I got probably 5 or 8 tweets out there to people that have it. Nothing.
Really? What's going on with the Twitter?
Fuck them. That's what I said.
Fuck them.
I think they heard about that N-word you said a bunch.
Nigeria.
10 minutes on the clock. Let's talk about the pilot episode of Making It Legal. Let's have you start off this time.
You know, there's some acoustic music, and there's a guy in a library, and there's a girl comes in, and it's like he's trying to run away from her, It's
Yeah.
like kind of like sped up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't understand what's going on at all.
We find out pretty quickly that it's Scott Wolf that we're seeing. He's trying to avoid Ashley Williams. It's because they had just had sex with each other the night before.
And Julie says, you left my house at 4 a.m. and didn't let me know.
Yeah. It's Josh, I believe is his name. And
But
she's Julie.
you do not know who these people are.
You're right. I kept waiting to hear their names, and I could not.
I had to go back. I wrote OCD guy Josh, and later on I put girl lawyer Julie, because you don't find out for 10 minutes what their names are.
It really is about that. This is a nice office environment, and he is kind of nervous about the whole situation. So they nicknamed their sex experience the Merger.
Yeah.
It's a law office.
Sure.
Elise is a lady who works there, and she's a good looking chick. She's kind of disgruntled, and she's kind of a lovelorn coworker. She's got then Therese is a large black woman who I thought she was a secretary, but she might be more of like a paralegal.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say paralegal as well. Well, and they kind of have some interaction, and then Trevor is introduced, and Trevor is the boy from Boy Meets World.
This is Ben Savage. Yeah,
It's Fred's brother.
Fred Savage's younger brother, correct? And yeah, he's Trevor, and his dad, I guess, is a big deal in the local.
And it's his first day as a lawyer.
And they're in Chicago, we should say.
Oh, yeah.
And this is his first day at this job,
Chi-Town.
and
It's created all the base.
That's right. And he gets like a shit pep talk from some guy. And this guy, I recognize him from.
When you say shit pep talk, it's because it was in the bathroom?
Partly because of that, and also because he does a bad job of
Right.
pepping up. And the guy though, this actor, I can't remember his name, and I don't even know his name in the show. Do you know it?
I don't know the name, but was he Freaks and Geeks?
Maybe I recognize him from Super Troopers. He's one of the stoned kids in the
Oh,
car.
okay. Yes.
That's what I know. And he's kind of
Super Trooper smoking all that weed, mustaches and patrol cards.
yeah, from that movie. Anyway, it's a large law firm, and they appear to be in Chicago. Trevor will end up working, I guess, kind of directly for Scott
And Julie on the
Josh
blue,
and Julie.
Josh and Julie on the blue team.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah,
part. Okay.
they're on the blue team, and the head of that law firm has a big ceremony at the beginning in the morning, and they're all drinking champagne to announce everybody.
This is Robert Wagner, famed Robert Wagner, the guy who killed Natalie Wood with Christopher Walken.
And now is the first time that you see the Making It Legal title screen. Up until this point, there's no intro song.
Yep, it
There's
comes
no
up at a weird time.
It's very quick, and it's very, and I know it's probably because it didn't air.
Yeah.
But
He wants Trevor to take the big case. It's like a divorce case. And
well, before this happens, we have our first trans joke.
oh yeah. It's an odd thing that happens throughout this show.
Very much throughout this show. And so
The guy who does the pep talk, the guy from Super Troopers,
right, says something about how
he had a weird experience.
yeah. And so then we see Josh.
Well, what's the weird experience?
Well,
He was making out with
they're
who?
making out with them, Pauline.
Yeah.
And she had a dick. His name it's because it's Paul.
Pauline used to be Paul.
Right.
Looks like a lady and is played by a woman.
Sure.
But I guess this woman used to have a big or still has a big fucking cock on her.
Right. Josh and Julie start fighting about the partnership. Because they're both in contention to get the partnership.
Yeah. Yep. Julie tells Elise in her office about what happened with Josh the night before.
Right.
And this pilot is crazy ripe with sexual innuendo.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of sexual innuendos, a lot of puns.
Every scene is like, you're gonna ride with Josh to the top until it's just like it's all this like sexual stuff all the time. They get into a boardroom and they're doing a mock trial and they're trying to prepare Trevor for court and it's not going very well.
No, and then isn't this when Trevor runs in and they're practicing.
Yeah, this is the mock part. He does do that later.
Practicing. Yeah, and the guy from Super Troopers is like supposed to be the witness.
He does a bunch of impressions too, right?
Yeah, that's his bit. That's his bit the whole time. He does impressions, and they're not very good.
They're not great. He oddly enough, you got Robert Wagner there. He does do a Christopher Walken at some point. So in the film's library, the tall guy does more impressions to help encourage Trevor. And
Right, because Josh wants Trevor to be more of a tiger.
Yeah.
And he's really timid right now. He's like, if you're going to be the one questioning, you got to be a tiger.
Yep, you got to attack, baby. Elise and Josh then have like an awkward conversation, and it's revealing a conversation in the elevator. And then there's like a lot of hot gossip going around the office about it. Everyone seems to know. It's spreading around.
Right. And so, Josh is like, this is a mistake. We should have never had sex.
Yep. They independently have conversations with their coworkers and their personal and professional futures, right?
Yeah, this is where they they're talking to separate people and they're kind of like talking about the things they don't like about the other person. It keeps cutting back and forth, and forth. More sex puns.
Absolutely. Robert Wagner adds Julie to Josh's case, and here there's some more fuck talk about riding horses and coming out on top.
Right. Yeah. It's
They're not working together very well at all. And then the next day, the mediation begins, and Trevor overslept, and then he rushes in to the
he
boardroom.
wipes out on the table,
and he awakens in Pauline's lap, and that's where Pauline's dick is.
Right, and then he says, "What am I laying my head on?" And it's Pauline's dick. Obviously,
it's a weird choice to make for a show, right?
Yeah, I have more to say about that later on.
They run into a bump in the divorce case, and Trevor comes up with an idea to assist them, and it kind of stymies their opponents.
Right.
So he's basically saying, I know about this case we can reference that'll help us. And then afterwards, they all celebrate Trevor and Josh's win at like a local bar or something.
Right, and there's Pink music in the back.
Pink is playing?
And there's more jokes about Pauline.
Josh and Julie have a real conversation about their future, and they decide to remain friends.
Their merger.
They just want to remain friends, and then everyone dances the end.
Yeah.
Right?
They're not going to stay friends forever.
Why not?
You can't have sex with somebody and be friends with them.
Amen to that, brother. Boy, we came in real quick on that. 7 minutes.
Came in hot.
Please remain seated as we are now crossing a zone of turbulence.
All right. One and done. I don't know. Boy Meets World probably ends in 2000, 2001.
Yeah, so this is a while after that.
Scott Wolf's Party of Five ends in probably 2002, 2003.
Yeah, so these guys are like recognizable, but we haven't seen them doing much.
Those two are by far the most recognizable. You have a few people that are kind of known, like Robert Wagner as the big time boss, but it didn't work. But we've seen shows with people that are famous that haven't worked before.
Right.
Why didn't this one work?
I think this is just like Julia's a smoke show. But there are a lot of, and this isn't why it didn't work, but I'll tell you, there are a lot of trans jokes in here, like unnecessary trans jokes. Like there was no reason for there to be this trans person portrayed as just
the butt of jokes.
just the butt of jokes.
Okay.
No, don't you just butted the joke, but by saying butt of
Sure.
jokes. But it was that would never go over now.
No, you couldn't do that now.
No.
You really couldn't do
And
that.
I just think this is just like there's these two perverts like sitting at a writer's table and just like writing out a script and just how many sexual puns can we get in it? There was nothing.
It's a crazy sophomoric. Yeah.
Sophomore. It's called sophomore.
Pete Hoffman. There's the writing is not clever.
No.
It's taking these very kind of bland and milquetoast situations and saying, how can we inject a lot of sexual stuff into it?
Right, and you didn't even know the two main characters' names till like 10 minutes into the show. Like I felt like it started off, and it took me like 10 to 15 minutes to figure out what was going on, like to catch up to everything. Like for them to like, oh, to this point where the show starts, this is what's going on. Okay, well now I'm 10, 15 minutes into it.
Yeah. I don't mind sexual humor.
I love sexual humor.
I think there's funny stuff, but this was just not. It wasn't clever, and it was shoehorned in, and it was nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't beat me over the head with fucking cock jokes, you know? What's
That's
that?
good.
What's that?
No, I just thought it was funny. You said, "Don't beat me over the head with cock jokes." That's funny.
Well, I mean, that's how I feel. I don't know.
I
why
know.
it's
No,
funny.
I'm just glad you didn't shoehorn it in there.
Okay. What would you do to improve this show?
I think I would have like taken out a lot of the dicks and pussy jokes, with sex. But I would introduce the characters, not slower. Slower is a bad way to, but like I just was jumped into like, why is this guy running from this girl? Is it a library in a college? I don't know what's going on, and I don't know their names.
Yeah.
And maybe like a title sequence would have helped me catch up.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Sure.
So I would definitely have changed that. And also, this bugged me. It seemed like after they had worked together for so long, like they talked about how they worked together for so long, then all of a sudden they decided to have sex in the office one night, like all over the place. And then she gets mad at him for leaving her apartment at 4 o'clock. Like, when did they go to the apartment?
Yeah, true that.
They have.
It seemed like they were sexing in the office.
Yeah, if I had that much sex in the office, I would fall asleep in my office.
Yeah, why would they go back to them? You're right.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
That really bugged me. That's what I said didn't work. What about you? What about you?
I don't think it was. I don't think. Yeah, it wasn't very well written. It was just dumb, and I don't.
Was it dumb, and full of cum?
God damn you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position.
It's kind of a sex pun too. Right?
No, I got it. That's great.
Maybe we should change that too. No, I was talking about the stewardess.
Oh, what did she say that was so sexual?
It's 69 degrees.
Did she say 69 degrees there?
Oh, not yet. Never mind.
Are you even listening?
Yeah.
Okay. This is kind of even more so than last week. A little bit of a ghost of a pilot. There's not a lot of information out there. I mean, just listen to the interesting facts section of the show. There's not a lot there. There's not a lot of IMDb. I'm sure you found it there. What did you come up with?
It's 7.7
out of how
this episode. 32.
16. Cut that right in half. 16 ratings. The only review I found was from Brian Ford Sullivan from the Futon's First Look, and he says, mind-numbingly over-the-top and chemistry-free. There's not one moment that comes across as authentic in the entire show. Literally, 22 minutes of endless mugging. What if we say things louder? Will it make it funnier? No. How about if we wave our arms around and wave profusely? Still no? Legal is stunningly laugh-free. End of comment.
I don't think we need to have them anymore.
I feel like that sums up a lot of what we're going to talk about
sure.
here in a second, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FCF Airport. Local time is 11:11 and the temperature is 69 degrees. For your
that's where she
safety
says
and
it.
comfort, please remember
Yeah,
That's a
I know.
sexual
your
pun.
seatbelt fastens
That's when
until the captains turn
two
off the
partners
fasten seatbelt
put their
sign.
face in each other's crotchal area and do stuff together at the same time.
Same time.
Yeah.
Simultaneous sex.
What?
Simultaneous sex?
Oh.
You and me simultaneously?
What about Dupree?
No. Not this time, Dupree. Not this time.
Good answer.
What, do you want to talk about the grading scale?
Yeah, it's 1 through 7. 1 being the worst. That's Roy Biggins. 7 being the best. That's Brian Hackett. Those come from the characters of Wings, which is one of the greatest television shows ever. And that's what we've chosen to use as our grading scale. 1 through 5, dumb. 1 through 10,
Hey, go to hell.
too abstract.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
1 through 7,
Kiss my
sweet,
bum. Yeah, it's perfect.
Sweet, quit, kiss your
perfect.
kiss your perfect bum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Captain Philip, rest assured, I turn to you. How do you rate Making It Legal?
I'm giving this a Julie bump. I think she's
You really
gorgeous.
fixated on this lady.
I think she's adorable.
She was cute.
It's my kind of woman. I remember her from How I Met Your Mother. I love the big eyes. I love the button nose. What?
Button nose is such a funny compliment to me. It's a weird way to describe someone's nose. Not
cute.
unlike a button.
It's cute and little. And,
Okay.
And like round at the end.
Yeah.
I am going to give this a transgender negative, so it wipes itself out.
Did you go back to 2007 in your mind?
In my mind. Well, no, I'm going to 2020. I didn't like the transgender jokes. I didn't like the transgender character because it had no purpose.
I'll address that in a second.
If she would have had a purpose, that would have been fine. Okay? So those negate each other.
Okay.
The Julie bump and the transgender dis bump
Cancel each other out.
cancel each other
Wow.
out. I give this a 2.
Wow, I don't think we've had a cancellation out before. A lot of
We've
couch
had a-
posters. Okay, so the transgender thing, the transgender thing. It's an odd thing because I don't think we were really talking about it as a society until Bruce / Caitlyn Jenner, right? Like that human being got a lot of publicity for making this transition in their
Sure.
life. And I think that really started a lot of conversation. Albeit, trans people has got to be a fraction of a percent of society. It's a small number of people.
Okay.
Right?
I agree with you on that.
I think in 2007, you could say the word fag a lot, and people probably wouldn't bat an eye. And you could probably poke fun at transgender
N-word?
people.
Oh,
I
sorry.
don't know about the N-word. But you could probably poke fun at people who are transitioning, transgender. I don't think you can say tranny now. I don't think people like the word tranny. I don't know. I don't know what you can and can't say sometimes. But I think it was much more
Loosey-goosey.
quote acceptable, loosey-goosey in terms of. So I think it's fair game back then. So you have to put yourself in that mind frame. But at the same time, I don't feel like it did fit in this pilot.
No,
it was a weird thing to.
She didn't have any storyline, any lines except for to hold these jokes up.
It was a weird. It felt shoehorned in. It was a very odd thing. It didn't sway how I thought about the show. I mean, I think it just adds to its laziness.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give it a bump. I'm not going to give it a D bump. I'm right with you. This is a 2.
Yeah.
This is a fucking clunker, man.
Yeah, it's
this
clunker.
show sucks.
Yeah.
It's you have to be really bad anymore for me to say this is a 1. And I don't go below 1. I know you have in the past. 1 to me is bottom barrel bargain bin bullshit. But this is not quite that. But it is bad.
Did you ever watch The Tribe? Did you see this?
No, I never watched The Tribe.
Oh, okay.
But I did see the Crystal Cube, and that was fucking terrible.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. It's all forced, and there was no rhythm to it at the beginning, and it took me, like I said, it took me half of it to understand what was going on, and I agree. I think it was sloppy.
Yeah. I mean, it looked good.
Unlike sex.
Are you shoehorning in a sexual joke here
You're
at the end of
darn right
Couch
I am.
Pilots? All right, I can tip of the hat to you, my friend.
Oh, Jesus. Ooh, this show is built in the back of his back burps.
With a pair of deuces, we close the book on making it legal, and we will never mention that show again.
Ever.
But join us next time, won't you please? Prepare to write it down when we watch the hour-and-a-half-long episode of Mrs. Sundance. Here's something to wet your whistle. Yeah, it doesn't. I add hour and a half just to make you angry.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No,
So I know that you won't care for. I'm not looking forward to it.
Is it
either.
an hour and a half?
Yeah. It's
I thought you were lying.
No, it's a TV movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be awful. The girlfriend of the Sundance Kid is on the run.
Ooh, a Western?
With a price on her head when she hears rumors that the Sundance Kid may still be alive.
This is going to suck.
You can find the entire episode of Mrs. Sundance by subscribing to Couch Pilots and SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app of choice, and then simply click on one of our classically blue links in our show notes, or go to YouTube. Blake?
And you know what to do, too.
Yeah.
I don't know why you just don't put a period in there.
Yeah, I don't know either. Couch Pilots Podcast at gmail.com. Just go to couchpilotspodcast.com. Everything you need to know about the show is right there. Every single one of our episodes.
It's a one-stop shop.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You can call us 910-PILOTS-1. Get out your touch tone phone. Leave us a voicemail. We'll play it on the show.
What's the number?
I don't know. It's like a bunch of numbers. But if you do that, you're going to get frequent flyer points.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
we're not going to give you $1 million, but you'll get frequent flyer points, in which you can probably redeem to get better seats in the virtual reality world at CouchCon.
There will be a conversion rate there for people to cash in their frequent flyer points, get a certain amount off of your ticket, entrance into the chat room, and also there are certain accessories that you can use for your avatar there as well.
That's great. I love the VR. I think it's the best. Financially, it's the best thing for us.
Most sound,
but I
yeah.
think it also will make all the listeners feel like they're right there by us. You know what I mean?
Essentially, everyone gets a front row seat.
There's nobody's going to be like, there's this pole in my way. I can't see the guys.
We've digitally removed all the poles. They're
all
gone.
All poles are removed.
Yep, absolutely.
There's only 2 poles on this stage.
And it's you and me.
Yeah, and Dupree.
Oh, let's get Dupree in on this one. Any final thoughts today? Any message of positivity before our frequent flyers before we go?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's March 9th.
Love March 9th.
And there's a special holiday that's coming up. Julius Caesar was stabbed by his best friend Brutus, and I think we need to recognize that and kind of give gifts to somebody who thinks getting fucked over their whole lives, that just can't catch a break. Just send them a gift, even the gift of Hey, you're pretty cool, brother. Hey, you do a pretty good podcast. Hey, I'm going to share this link so people will listen to it. Just something like that for the Ides of March.
What is the holiday you're talking about?
The Ides of March. That's when Julius Caesar was stabbed by his best friend Brute.
That's the holiday?
Yeah. No, it's one of the darkest days in our country's history.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a day I'm never looking forward to. All right. Well, this pilot may have been rough, I suppose, but it's always a smooth flight here on Couch Pilots. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Adios, amigos.
We love you long time.
Oh, did you have to go there with
Asian
it? Like,
horror. It's an Asian horror.
but I was like, adios, amigos, like for our Mexican listeners, and then you had to ruin it with like, me so horny.
Have a nice day.
I said me love you long time.
Same difference. Why can't you just say something nice? Like, I was trying to be bilingual, right? And I was like, adios, amigos, because there's probably somebody listening in Spain,
I truly doubt it. I hope that you're right.
and you think there's going to be some Vietnamese whore listening. And you're like, me love you long time.
Is that Vietnamese I'm speaking?
Well, yeah, they're the only ones that are whore.
Good God, man. Whew.
What do you think? Doing all right?
I do it? Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Hey, thank you very much for the birthday present. I mean, I didn't want to talk about it on the show, but thank you so much for bringing it out to
I'm
me.
glad you liked that.
It's super cool.
Did it fit?
Fuck you. Fucking asshole.